captor, and they don't need to lock you up anymore. And so that's what happens to most dogs, in my opinion. And they just got a different mindset, and life is just sucks. Even those happy-go-lucky border collies, oh yeah, look at her zoom right back in her cage. You know how happy-go-lucky that dog is? If she didn't even know what a cage was, she'd be so much better. And she'd think you're so much cooler. So anyway, that's what I do. And my dogs go from 5 pounds to 180 pounds. Never had a cage, never will, unless somebody breaks a leg or something. I suppose it's good for travel if you're on a plane. So it's not a bad thing to let them understand it's okay. But the way I work with dogs is I don't need to get them ready for the cage, because my dogs will accept whatever I present, because they know I'm running everything, so I can do whatever I want and nothing bad ever happens. So we'll just do what Dad's doing. So that's what I establish with people.
Well, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Well, what do you think about when you have to travel with your dog in a car? To me, I would think it would be safer in a crate in case there's an accident. Are you okay with that?
I'm sure it is. And if that's what you did, that would be fine. Like I say, for travel or recuperation. But as far as any kind of behavior handling or preventing them from chewing your house, that's ridiculous. Did you put, if you can't trust you just haven't. Anyway, I just would never put a dog in a cage. It's such a stressor.
And how do you train a puppy to not chew on cords or anything that they could harm themselves? I'm not worried about the potty, but where they could harm them, eat something they shouldn't, or.
Well, like I say, it's an apprenticeship, and basically 2-3 days they won't be chewing any of your stuff. And there's no yelling or hitting. I also tell people the first couple of weeks, don't even talk to your dog. I mean, we try it, but it's impossible. But just reduce the verbal communication. Like for 2 weeks, don't say anything and just do your normal life, and the dog picks up on everything so much faster. Because I don't use hand signals or commands for training. Like the main commands I'm concerned with a dog are to come or stop. And other than that, pretty much don't need anything. And like heel, I don't teach dogs to heel. I just teach you to be the person they'll follow. And like I say, that happens in a session. And then you just got to maintain that persona so the dogs get, oh yeah, I should be following you. Doesn't matter if they're 6 months old or 14 and been dragging you down the street for years. They just want to say, oh, that's my mom. I'll slow down and see where she's going. So I don't want dogs walking around with fear of pain, like, oh God, that collar really hurts. I'm not going to pull now. They shouldn't have to feel that way.
Yeah, I've had to walk dogs with those. I don't like them at all.
Yeah.
So if you don't use commands or hand signals, how do you get the attention of the dog?
Usually they're paying attention. And if they're not, you can just call their name. Like Pappy, and he'll look over and see what you want. or not, if you sound asleep, like my Papillon's sleeping at my feet right now. He knows I'm on the phone, so he's not listening.
So tell me, what does CCAPP stand for?
Calm, consistent, assertive, persistent, and patient. And that's the 5 things people learn working with me. And when you can do those 5 things better than your dog thinks you're better than them. And then you don't need commands or hand signals. All you got to do is show up. And any commands and hand signals your dog already knows, you're going to get instant compliance, because the dog gets, oh, it's you telling me. All right, well, I'll do that. Like when you call the dog and, oh no, there's one more lizard I have to chase or whatever. No, that's my mom. I'm heading over there right now. So that's what we want to get going on. And every dog is different. Usually after people work with me, they get about a 2-week homework assignment where they'll be doing different stuff for a couple of weeks. And as long as they're walking their dog every day for the rest of their life and the dog's following them, they'll never need to even call me, much less have any extra help. But if they do, I'm their expert on call for the life of the dogs by phone or email. Things come up, neighbors move in with a cat walking the top of the fence every day, or kids screaming at the fence or banging on the doors next door. Well, who knows? You call me, I talk them through it, because it's never difficult. And it's not like a symptomatic handling. It's usually just to show the dog how you feel about things and the way the dog can understand, so the dog can take it down a notch again.
So repeat to me, so in case my listeners want to know again. Tell me, it's calm, consistency.
Calm, consistent, assertive, persistent, and patient.
Okay, that is good. That's good to know. I'm going to try to remember that when I'm working.
I have a lot of teachers, and everybody wants to put that up on their bulletin board. And I say, don't put it up for the kids. Put it in the teacher's lounge. Teachers need to act like this: calm, consistent, assertive, persistent, and patient. The assertiveness comes from renewed confidence. It's not a new way to bellow at your dog, because, like I say, everything I teach is silent. So you just got to impress upon them how cool you are. You see dogs at the dog park. They form in those little play groups and stuff, and they don't come up and share their accolades. Oh, I just got a new car, and there's my new job, and my daughter's having a baby. They don't care crap about that. They show up, and if he's cool, they'll play with him. And you see how little play groups break out, and like all of a sudden this little boxer tears across the park, and this whole group follows him right away. And they've only known him 5 minutes, but they think he's so cool, I'm going where he goes. So that's what I want to get established with people and their dogs, that they just think you're so cool, I'll be doing what Mom's doing, you know.
Well, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely going to try this when I'm working. And I'm also guessing that none of this is going to work for cats, right?
I've worked in many homes where there's cats, and I don't really work with cats because I've grown up with them. I just never study them, don't understand, don't see any behavior problems with them that I would ever need to worry about. I've helped a lot of people where their dogs have killed cats before, and they still have to live with cats, and we fix that, no problem. But yeah, cats are a little different though.
Yeah, I would have to tell you that right now I'm on an assignment where I spoon feed the kitties, and one of them is silence. She wants silence during the time you feed her. So that kind of goes along with what you're saying. Just be quiet.
Yeah, you don't hear the dogs talking about stuff unless they're really active play. Otherwise, they're very quiet animals, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, they kind
of...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
In nature, most, you know, they're predators and they're prey, so they're out there being quiet. They're not announcing their presence. You know, they're out there just creeping around looking for the next meal and hoping they're not somebody else's meal.
Well,
you know?
Well, I know, I heard too that if you yell at your dog when they're barking, they just think you're barking back at them.
You're joining in possibly. And also yelling comes across as instability just in general. You come home and yell at your dog, they just think you're unstable and they can't learn from you. They can't listen from you. And you'll have to do it again tomorrow. And bark, dog's barking at the window. Then you come over and stop it. In his words, you know, the staccato noise, it sounds like he must be doing it right because Mom showed up and she's doing just what I'm doing. So I know I'm doing it right now. She whips out the bacon and hands me bacon. I'm not going to take it because I'm really excited, but boy, I can tell she wants me to do this. So as soon as this guy leaves, I'll find another one and she'll bring out some more bacon, you know. And then there's the other training methods are where you go up and hurt the dog or startle him with a spray bottle or cans of pennies or shock collar, yelling at him, whatever. Now he starts to realize, boy, whenever anybody comes near the house, I get hurt, so I'm not going to let anybody near our house. So it gets worse and worse, and you have to hurt him more and more. So it just never works. And if it does work, you've just created an animal who's been conditioned like a prisoner or some poor circus elephant or something. You know, he's not really your bud. He's just reacting to his fear of pain and confinement.
What
and lack of food.
What is the best way if your dog is barking, or say I'm on an assignment and the dog is barking? What's the best way to get him to stop? Just by being quiet? Or
he's barking for a reason. You know, why is he barking? He's either telling you there's something going on. He's trying to get you to help him or help you. There's something going on. It's a communication. It's not just an irritating noise. It's a communication, and each response would be different. And he's looking for somebody to, you know, just let me out, let me in, pick me up. Where's my mom? How come you're still here? Who knows what he's talking to you about, you know?
Oh, I know. I wish I could read their minds. Well, I hate to tell you this, but our time is almost up. So we're probably down to our last 2 minutes. So I'd like to give you this opportunity to mention anything that maybe we didn't discuss here that you would like to tell pet parents.
Most importantly, go to my website, willthomasdogwhisperer.com, and if you have questions, call me. Look at my stuff. There's a page on there, Instinct versus Conditioning, where I really talk about the fact that nobody should need to see you more than once, or like how come they've been doing this for 30 years and have to see you more than once. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Not especially when there's a guy right here who can see you once and you never have to see me again. And it doesn't matter how tough the case. So you just have to evaluate what's out there, and you know, just because it exists doesn't mean it's the only way. And it's really just so easy. Dogs are nice and friendly, and canine leaders are benevolent leaders. They're not yellers and screamers and mean. They just show up and act right, and everybody follows that, and they like it. So I tell everybody, just relax into your problems as opposed to being so stiff and worried. This will never get better. Oh, God, we shouldn't have gotten a puppy. You know, all these things people go through when they get trials and tribulations with their dog. They need to take a deep breath, relax, and realize they've gotten through these things before with their last dog, and they can do it again.
That sounds like good advice. And are you on Facebook also?
Yep, Facebook. I've got like 3 pages. I don't understand Facebook, but one of them is the one that I use, and the other ones tell you I don't use them. So.
Okay. And did you? I know you said to go to your website, but did you tell us what it was?
Will Thomas, dogwhisperer.com.
Okay. And your phone
Or
number?
just Google Will Thomas Dog Whisperer. You can find me anywhere. My phone number is 941-377-0243, and that's a landline.
Well, Will, I can't thank you enough. You have taught me a lot. I hoped we cross paths sometime. I'm hoping one of my clients might hire you, and I might get to stay in the session.
Yeah. Well, that's what you should do. You should try to find a client that needs me and get me over there, and you can horn in, and I'll teach everybody.
I will definitely do that. Definitely. So thank you so much for talking with us today, and good luck with your dogs and your pet parents, I should say.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. You have a great afternoon.
You too. If you have any questions or comments about this show, please contact me at chaseandtails@yahoo.com. Thank you for listening to Society Bites Radio, and remember that I am here to share my passion for pet parents, professional pet sitters, and products and services that benefit both.